She doesn't need a lot. She's like the easiest person in the world. But I know, yeah, she wants to talk to me before she goes to bed. She wants me to say I love you. She wants me to text her if I wind up having to stay somewhere 2 hours late. Just a simple, take out your phone and done. We're very driven, and you have to find a way to make it work that's comfortable. You have to talk to your partner. You have to understand them. I think people's biggest problems, especially men, are that we don't listen all the time. You got to listen. Just shut up and listen. Listen to what they're saying. A woman is going to tell you exactly what she needs. Like when guys are like, I don't know what she wants. I don't know. She told you already. You're just an idiot. You're not listening. Just listen. If a girl is getting frustrated with you on something, she's definitely told you multiple times and you're just not paying attention. So it's like, just listen. And don't be reactionary. Proactively do these things. I don't know if you do the same thing, but when you're away from your partner, you just try to think of little things that's going to make them feel more comfortable, better.
This is CNN Breaking News.
I think that men that are frustrated that women want guys that are providers are feminine. That's it. It doesn't make you more masculine to be like, I shouldn't have to pay for her nails. I shouldn't have to pay for my girl's dinner. That doesn't make you more masculine. That makes you a bitch.
Okay, boom, so I got an amazing girlfriend, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all some things that I do as a boyfriend to deserve a woman like this. One, and probably the biggest one, I do everything in my power to put her and keep her in her feminine energy. Part of that is provision, okay? When she with me, she don't pay for nothing. She don't gotta pay for shit. It's to the fact that she don't even bring her wallet sometimes. If my girl hit me up today and tell me she don't wanna work no more, that's completely fine. I have no problem providing for both of us. Now, a lot of y'all average men gonna look at that and call it tricking, but really it's not. Honestly, it got nothing to do with money. As a man, it's my job to do everything in my power to make her life easier. If her not having to work 40 hours a week, give her a better peace of mind. If her not having to stress about how she gonna pay for this or how she gonna pay for that, relieve stress on her, then I'll gladly carry that load.
I'm not gonna have a girl pay half my rent, half my mortgage, half my car payment, half the food bills. If my wife works, that's all her money. She doesn't have to pay, she doesn't have to contribute anything. Now again, there's a lot of men out there going, screw that. Well listen, you're just not traditional, you're just not old-fashioned like I am. That's all. There's no big problem with that. You can be you and I can be me.
What's wrong with this generation today? These young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
If I was a woman, I'm going to have to create a baby, house that baby inside of me, feed that baby, have to deal with a period every single month, have to deal with my hormonal changes, my body changing, all of these changes inside of me. No, I would never open my damn door. And I would never, ever pay for a bill. Because that's your responsibility. And the way I support you is to give life to you. And the way I support you is to love you with all of my heart and soul and to encourage you in those moments when you feel down and you feel worried. That's how I would support you as a woman. And there's value in that. That's the problem. The problem is that the unconscious man doesn't see value in that. The unconscious man only sees value in results, in money, in action. The conscious man sees value because the conscious man is a spiritual being. So he realizes that when his woman is in his presence, the mere value of having her in his life, the mere value of her intuition, of her words, of her guidance, that is more valuable than anything he can ever imagine. And for that, he will provide. He will create a life that allows her to rest whenever she wants to rest and be whoever she wants to be, because it's his honor to do so, because she does the same thing for him.
I don't think a woman should ever marry a man that does not have a mind to 100% provide for her. If you sit down and you have a conversation with a man as a woman and he's sitting there, he's bringing up 50-50, I want you to come up with 50, I'm gonna come up with, he's not a masculine man in my. If I were a woman, I would dismiss any man that came up with a conversation about 50-50 because he's lacking somewhere in terms of his masculinity.
So right now, if you're in a relationship and you're like madly in love, married, whatever, but he's not a provider man and he doesn't fit into that box, your relationship is absolutely embarrassing, very disgusting.
It's truly a scam. You're in a scam relationship.
You've been scammed. And
you've been scammed. There's no, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have been.
I can't recompensate you for anything.
I can't help you, but I can tell you why you were scammed and why I am always telling the girlies
that it's a scam. 50-50 is a scam, baby.
And if you're not with a provider man, period, what are you doing? What are you doing? Number one, when you see and hear what you guys just saw and heard, let me know what you want to dispute when it comes to that. Because people are always trying to dispute people that say, like, every woman should have this. This is what she should aspire for. What are you disputing? Drop it in the comments.
What is, like, I actually can't find the answer, and I tend to notice that you guys love to bring up the main topic of, oh, your independence is being taken away from you. Let me know who decided that. You must have decided that. You must have decided, because this man is taking care of me, I'm now locked up, jailbird. I don't have any wings. You made that decision. Okay, that's on you. I don't recall that you can't be independent while someone wants to take care of you. When did that happen? Let me know.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why also you guys keep allowing yourselves to have this conditioned belief that you have to pick. Like, I literally saw someone say what? They cannot have a job and be successful. Like, a girl said this. She can't have a job and be successful and also have a guy who is a provider, which includes being taken care of financially. Why do you have to make a decision? She said, I don't need that. I can do that part with the job. What do you mean by that?
I don't need that.
A lot of you, for some reason, the finance thing, not only does that jar you guys, but you guys have this belief that provider means money. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's just a part of it.
You guys take words way too literally. That's the problem.
So you guys, I know, like, learning comprehension these days, it's rough. Like,
people can't even answer questions directly, so I get it.
So, like, when it comes to a provider, that just does not mean someone that opens their wallet and throws money at you. Like, this is not a strip club. That's not what we mean. Like, that's not what it is. Financial security is just a part of it because you want someone who's financially stable. Yeah, duh. When we say provider, that comes in so many forms, and a provider to me has to fit every single box. They can't just do parts of it. And that's my issue with you guys. You guys will be like, no, I don't need this part. These two parts are good enough for me. Because it's supposed to be financial providing, it's emotional providing, spiritual providing, and protecting. That's another way to provide. So why do you guys will be like, no, I can take best 2 out of 4. Like, I don't need the other ones. I can do the other ones myself. It's okay if they do half. I don't get that. I really, like, I don't.
It doesn't make sense because they hate themselves and you don't hate yourself.
Because I already don't understand
you hate yourself.
Why are you guys, why do you think they should work hard?
No, you guys want to take on the load and you do not believe men have the capacity to do things on their own. And I get it. Look at society. They've been pretty much becoming princesses as we speak. So now you guys think that, you know what? I'll help you out, honey. Baby girl, I got your back, baby girl. That's y'all.
Yeah, baby girl.
To these guys.
Let me see you dance.
You guys keep saying you'll take some of the load because you literally said you do not believe the man that you're with can handle it all. That's what you're telling him and you're telling us.
And that's what my issue is. Like, think about it.
Any woman that does that, you don't believe in your man. You don't think he can handle it. So you have to give some money.
And that's why I think your relationship is trash.
And number 2, you guys don't know what providing is. If your man is not providing emotional security,
all 4 of those things,
and spiritual, if there's none of those things involved in your relationship in general, you're losing and you didn't even know what you just got into. This is a kidnapping.
So if he's financially providing and he's not doing all those other 3, you just were kidnapped. Like, you're not with the provider. That's not what it is.
You're just being used for your body. If you're not getting those other things, yeah, okay, well, you're providing all of that for him. He's just using you,
and that's
like a
why,
prostitute.
Honestly, that's why Selena Gomez honestly hit the jackpot, and I'm very happy for her. Although everyone has been honestly harassing her man and saying he looks like a troll and he's not attractive. Honestly, the Jay Shetty podcast, I'm super happy they decided to do that because it was able to not only show women his character, but also show women that a man can think like that. His emotional intelligence is clear when he talks about their relationship and how he handles anger. He makes her feel very emotionally safe, which is that's something he is providing. Selena may be rich, a pop star, and have a makeup brand, but what is he? A producer.
Yeah.
He's providing.
He literally is creating the stage for her to perform on. What is that? He's the table.
He's providing.
He's still being the like fake, like the literary version of a table, if that makes sense. Like, is that the word? The visual representation of what I'm saying, him being a producer and her being the singer, he's providing that table for her to be able to present her talent to the world.
Exactly. Like
that is providing, you know?
Provided the space, and he's providing the knowledge in the room to help her elevate her sound. He didn't take control. You know how there's different scenarios where the guy's in control of the girl, in control of her money and her career, and in her head she thinks he's providing support and he's robbing you.
No, he's just controlling you.
This is someone who was nurturing her, making her feel safe, and then creating this together. And also, this album is fire, guys. Selena and Benny's album is really good.
Into a lot of the songs. Like, I didn't hear everything yet. She did, but amazing so far.
Really good.
And I honestly, to be honest with you, haven't been a huge fan of like the recent work that Selena does. Like, it's okay, but like I felt like she exceeded my expectations. So I'm 100% really happy. I feel like the chemistry and the synergy that they obviously have for each other really translated in their music. And so that's super cute. I love that.
And also you can tell through the way he spoke that he covers all four of those things. Mm-hmm. He is spiritually in tuned. Pisces king.
Yeah.
Pisces gang.
Very spiritually in tune. Very, he doesn't belittle her, doesn't make her feel like
you can tell she feels protected.
When she feels an emotion, he doesn't make her feel weird about it. She's able to be in her feminine energy, and that's what we try to explain. When you're in your feminine energy, you're able to be authentically you. You don't have to like be someone else necessarily.
You can relax, you can be creative, have fun,
emotional, be open as a woman rather than strong and like have to like pretend everything's okay, like in a masculine way, like trying to like hold your emotions inside and come off as the cool girl. That's not a provider man. If you have to act like you're a cool girl, or like
you have to keep things together, or you feel like you can't show up a certain way, or he's gonna stop liking you, you're not even feeling safe. You can't possibly be a provider man. Think about the key things Selena would say, like how he was so honest with her to the point it made her feel like she could be extremely open and honest. There's such a safety there. The way he is able to provide such a healthy room for her to be herself, he's literally providing space for her to be in her feminine. She's just not saying it directly like that.
Exactly.
And it makes a lot of sense why she would fall in love with him and be with him also.
Yeah, and you should realize that any man who doesn't bring that emotional state of like, I want to be vulnerable with you, if the guy isn't vulnerably open with you, he's not a provider in my opinion. He put money down, this and that, but there's no emotion connection. He doesn't want to emotionally connect with you and like feel
spiritually connect with you.
Feel spiritually connect with you.
And that doesn't mean religion necessarily, guys. I know you guys are like,
it doesn't only have to be religion. That can be a part of it, of course, but like genuinely having this vulnerability, him opening up to you about his fears, his past.
Exactly.
He needs to be the one to really come forth and do it first. I know a lot of you guys think, let me trauma dump on him and hopefully he'll love me.
Not.
That is not what we're talking about. That's like, you see what Selena says, he was open with me and that made me feel safe. That is honestly how the flow of like a masculine man and a feminine woman coming together, it should be him stepping forward with emotional vulnerability, and that way she can open up herself and pour into him and really show her vulnerable side. And that way, that's how you know he's actually a provider, aside from just buying you gifts. Like, you need to be able to be having these emotional closeness. Like, it's not just one thing,
you guys. So we wanted to step forward and say, like, women should only be with provider men. Let me know why you would debate this with me. Anyone who has an opposing opinion, it's always time to get it on in the comment section. It is our forum for all the girls to say their hot take. Tell us, when you have been with a man who did not have all four, did that work out for you? Were you happy? When you have to come providing half of it because you guys are 50-50 equality queens, you're never equal. You're never going to be equal, which is why you should make sure this is your aim. You're never going to be equal because y'all literally will be paying 50-50, but you're still cooking and cleaning and doing all of that. How the fuck are you equal? You're still giving birth. You're still having the kids. How are you equal? I'm just not understanding.
It's like the least, in my opinion, the least he could do is financially provide. But
even if you have money,
yes,
and you should always have money.
That's we never said you can't be independent. You guys create these rules and then decide it on your own, and you don't want to listen and blame the people for the femininity girls for your life. That's not us. You made your own story and you decided to go with that. No one said you shouldn't be independent.
Absolutely. When it comes to how we think, my rule is that I think every girl should establish a sense of self first. She shouldn't even be worried about men until she knows what she wants. Her desire is her passion. Focus on achieving that. Start a business, whatever it is you're into. Find how you can make your own money. Once you are secure in that, once you feel like you're self-assured, that's when you should seek a provider man and make sure you have your own money. So whenever you're not wanting to be there, you can leave. That is what every girl should aim for. But you guys decide to not get a job, not to do anything. Look for a rich man, live with him.
Yeah, look for a rich man who does nothing but be rich. Like that's not what we're talking about.
That's not a provider man.
He's just someone who's just like using your feminine energy.
Yeah, and he's rich.
He's paying for your feminine energy to be around, but he's not actually physically providing emotional
and
security,
spiritual and protecting and like all of those things. You're not getting those. He's not filling your cup. He's just filling your wallet. That's just a sugar daddy.
Like a part of it. So number one, make sure you are independent, but also remember that yes, he may provide, but just one portion of providing isn't a provider. That's just someone who has money. Like he's just a man with money who's selfish and doesn't like women. Like if he's not giving you everything, he's not a provider. So
and he's not worth it.
Just money is a provider man. It's deeper than that.
Exactly.
And Selena and Benny, watch the Jay Shetty podcast. You'll see a great example of the emotional like state and understanding that he has, the intelligence that he has. It's amazing. That's literally my husband, what he's gonna be like. Watch that. Okay,
when we say this, so this is why we want you guys to go after men who think like that. Benny is not a dime a dozen. Don't watch that and think, wow,
and
she
also
got her dime.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys think she settled for him because he's like nice. Like I think he said that she asked him out. No girl's gonna ask a man out without feeling something, without
she
feeling
didn't settle
some kind of crush on him. So to you guys, he may not be visually attractive, but don't forget that maybe to her, she genuinely felt something. She even said that his eyes.
She said his eyes are the most attractive thing. And guys, it's so fair. You can think he's unattractive. Like we don't have to think he's attractive, but you should think the guy you're into is hot.
You should
and
feel
Selena thinks he's hot.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, do not listen to these people telling you can't have it all. You can.
Don't say, oh no, he has to be a provider who's ugly. No, you can find him attractive.
Yeah, actually, like if you can't think about him past a friendship, then no. And I don't really think that truly can grow. Not really.
No.
And to me, you're kind of using him, in my opinion, because if you're not fully able to get past there and you're enjoying the gifts of his providing, what is that?
That's not fair. And it's like, also, why are you settling? I don't believe in settling. We only have one life, and I think every woman should shoot for the stars.
Stop being desperate. Do not settle. Everything works out for a reason. Stop running because there's some kind of fake clock ticking on you becoming married, etc. Take your time. Find the man you're attracted to. Be independent. And find a man who has all the qualities, not just money.
Exactly.
It's just that simple.
Yeah. And if you agree, make sure to drop your opinion in the comment section. We want to hear your take as always. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe
to the Remy Diaries, aka Remy TV, your favorite YouTube streaming network,
where you'll never want to change the channel.
Bye.